Well, I can actually be fairly concrete about that because in my marriage, it's one that had come into play in our relationship. And by my being able to read about it, work with it, journal around the issue, I was able to give words to what it was that was happening. Just automatically that makes it less of an emotion-driven response. And I'm able to sort of have a little insight and perspective on it. So I don't need to be quite as reactive, and I can tell you that my husband appreciates that. I appreciate that, and so does he. There wasn't that knee-jerk reaction to roll my eyes at myself and say, oh God, here I go again. So that's one thing. And more integrated, softer approach, just not quite so harsh, it's quite a relief, actually. The inner critic can be pretty harsh and awful if we let it, and I found that actually diminished some. Many of the traits or aspects in my life that I had considered to be negative, that I considered to be my failings, my flaws, my downfalls or whatnot, and things that have bothered me about the way I deal with a certain situation or not, actually are framed in such a way that you see they're framed in a positive light. They're really trying, these different parts are really trying to actually protect you, and they're really trying to actually bring you to a place of health and happiness. They may just simply be on a wrong track, or you might have different parts that are operating at cross purposes. And the idea then, by exploring each part individually with a positive light and a positive framework, and then allowing them to actually dialogue and actually find the integration of those two. It's highly non-pathologizing of the parts and the work, looking at the various parts inside of ourselves that we don't like, the parts that we know we would rather not have, but seeing them as, well, they're trying to help, they're just not doing it in the best way. Let's give them the tools to. It offers an experiential introduction to internal family systems therapy, and I think that that was one of the great benefits I got. Not only did I benefit from my personal learning and personal journey, and for me, experiencing is believing. So to experience the process from the inside out, I found really helpful. I think that even seasoned therapists could really benefit from doing the work. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend that someone do an initial exploration of the system and the process. And when we do work through the painful bits and we do move toward that integration, coming out on the other side is so freeing and so wonderful that it's really all worth it. So I would say, bon voyage, have a great journey. That's the truth.